dog. He's not able to come close to people, he won't let us hold him for vaccination. Whereas if we use the oral bait vaccination, we drop the bait, he goes and eats that bait, and then that dog is vaccinated through this way. So any dog we can hold, we try and vaccinate with injection. That's the first thing we try and do. If we can't hold the dog, then we want to be able to offer this bait to vaccinate it this way.
Is Royal Mission Rabies. Our own team is vaccinating dogs at the Hicks International Training Center, which is based in Asakam. We are sterilizing the dogs, so we're doing what is called continuous study. We are controlling the population of dogs so that we don't have an increasing number. There used to be 5 dogs on the beach 10 years ago. Now if you go to the beach, there are 70 dogs. That is becoming a problem for our people if we want to go onto the beach in general for the public. When they're bitten by dogs, children are chased by bikes or their bicycles when they're riding a bike. Children are chased by dogs. You have people in the markets, for example, who are bitten by territorial dogs. It is not because the dogs are a problem, it is because the population of the dogs, the number, the size of the population has increased beyond the carrying capacity that our area can hold. So one of the reasons to that is open garden systems where there is a lot of food available, just like how it is available for the cows. There is a lot of food available for the dogs and they breed uncontrollably on the streets and alive on the streets. So we bring in those dogs, we treat them, we neuter them again so that they're not fighting because they're not going to be breeding as a result of having the surgery. So that is something we're doing for the community on animal welfare grounds. We also have a disease, a cancer, which is transmitted between animals during mating. It's called TBT. And there are many dogs. Right now in our Hicks kennels, we have about 44 kennels, of which 10 kennels have cancer patients in them. Because it is a mating problem. So the dogs that have it, they spread it to other dogs. One way of stopping that is a chemotherapy, which we're treating the dogs for. But to try and prevent the spread of it, we need to neuter more dogs. So the event is mange. So mange is scabies, which we see in children. That also happens in dogs. You commonly see mange in the market where dogs have no hair on their body or just scabs form. That is also what we call as a zoonotic disease, which can be transmitted from animals to people.
It is really required. You all should encourage it. Long time ago, I was looking into the records of this Goa, the laws and the regulations and rules for the dog maintenance. And there is already law for the dog ownership and registration of the dog, but unfortunately it was not in practice for a long time. But recently 1 or 2 municipalities are coming up like Vasco to start it up, and that is one thing all these pet owners should come up by registering and taking responsibility.
To declare rabies freedom, we have to have 0 canine cases for at least 2 years. And to do that, we need to continue vaccinating for several more years. So we expect to have eliminated rabies by 2023, and then 2 years of no cases. In 2025, we can apply for rabies freedom status from the World Animal Health Organization. So we're aiming for 2025 with 0 human deaths. We hope this year. There have been no human deaths this year so far in Goa, but certainly by 2020, we expect to be free from human deaths from rabies. So we're working towards 2020, no human deaths, 2023, no canine cases, and in 2025, rabies freedom, internationally recognised rabies freedom status in Goa.
70,000?
In total, we estimate about 1.5 lakh dogs in Goa. Approximately half of those are owned, so 75,000.
75,000.
They're not registered. Many of those are allowed, obviously, to roam and are not sterilised. So that's what we want to promote through WBS and the other NGOs in Goa through doing the surgeries to register the dogs, put a collar on them, get them vaccinated and sterilised. And that's the core of responsible pet ownership.
Video journalist Abhijit Jadhav from Panjim for HCN.